No, today was like I was looking at the watch and like, all right, it's 5 more minutes. I'm gonna get the link soon. Is it too late to call it off and ask if we can do it tomorrow? So yeah, that bodes well for this week's episode.
Well, it's not too late. We can do it tomorrow if you like.
I don't care. I mean, as long as it's not my edit or anything, then we should be in the clear.
Well, I can't, so.
Yeah, and you should care because it definitely is your edit. Nice try.
Haven't seen that in my Rolodex. Or no, Rolodex was the phone number thing, wasn't it? It's not the calendar. Yeah. All right. Welcome to this week's episode of No.1 Crude Mistakes with Glenn from No.1 Projects, KJ from Crude but Efficient, and myself, Haavard, the tired Norwegian from Behind the Mistakes. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. So, very eventful week. Summer is here. Lawns need mowing. But birds and bees are shagging the flowers. It's proper springtime, huh?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. I think the flowers are shagging the birds and the bees, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Just think, whenever you walk past a plant and it leaves some pollen on you, that plant has literally just jizzed on you.
That is true.
Yeah. And that kind of makes it a weird. I mean, I was walking from the garage today to work and like saw some flowers, and I was thinking, well, if I wasn't a bit sniffly, I just ran my nose into it and like, summer.
That's a bukkake special from the flower, yeah. So, I mean, the nectar thing from flowers, is that like smearing peanut butter on your private parts to get the birds and the bees to come and spread your thingies?
I'm sorry, is this a Swedish thing? You're spreading what on where now?
Isn't that an international thing of spreading peanut butter on the genitals to get the dog to lick it off?
I don't know. Is it?
Maybe you should ask the dogs. I don't know.
Well, I'm allergic to furry animals, so I wouldn't know.
I was going to say you were allergic to peanut butter, but I mean, yeah.
So we go straight in for the half pint, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way to... We're all so sleepy that we need a booster shot of anything.
It's a little pick-me-up, yeah, on a Tuesday night.
And Star Wars Day has come and gone.
Yeah.
That was nice to have it done.
That went quick. Yeah, it's... I feel it was a lot of running up to it, but once it was there, it's like, poof, now it's gone.
Yes. Did you do anything to celebrate? Both of you?
I mean, Haavard was a very good boy. How long did you sit on that video before you published it?
6 days, I think. Yeah,
it's a new record, isn't
it? yeah, by a mile. So yeah, no, I was I was kind of hoping like, was it a week? But it wasn't a full week, so I can't say I've ever sat on a video for a week.
But, did you have to seek psychiatric help after that? Have you come through unscathed?
Yeah, it will leave a mark for sure. But of course, I did film some addition to put at the end of it, so I had something to do, some more editing. So that kind of helps. And then I went away for the weekend at my mother's cabin with the kids, so it was nice uploading the video and set it as a premiere and just leave it and don't have to think about anything. Of course, I mixed up AM, PM, so of course it was launched at midnight, and I sure as hell wasn't going to hang around for the live premiere of that one. So if anyone showed up hoping, yeah, we'd do a live thing together, that did not happen. I was passed out 2 gins down.
Wasn't it in the middle of the day? I thought it was.
No,
I was busy during the day. I didn't watch it until I mean, that was kind of funny because, now I'm finished with my video. Now I'm going to watch Haavard's. Oh, yeah, I've already seen this one. That kind of took the wind out of me. That's what I get for being a patron.
Yeah, that's the downside. That's not talked very much about being a patron, because you get robbed from the sensation of someone posting a new video on YouTube. But that's why I added the extra thing. That was for you. So
yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
I don't watch the Patreon ones because I want to watch them on YouTube, because I thought that view would count for more. So have I missed something on Patreon now? Have I?
No.
No. Oh, good.
Yeah, well, since you're not paying anything over at Patreon, then the YouTube one counts more. But sometimes there are some nuggets of gold over at Patreon that I don't share otherwhere. Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah. So should we talk about the builds maybe? So what did you do to celebrate, KJ?
Well, I stress built a robot. That's what I did. I mean, I had a plan, but now it's time to take the droid build. And then Haavard says in a group chat, it's May the 4th soon. Oh, damn it! It's supposed to line up to that. Then I had to make it happen, and still try to be a functioning human around it and be a family man, that sort of thing.
I thought it was very clever that you managed to build a robot and give it a function as well, KJ. That was very clever.
Yeah, you get a reason to do it, and and I needed to get some storage for my batteries. So,
where does it live, the robot now?
Now it lives. I haven't decided really, because I realized after the fact that I should have put the hinge on the other side.
Okay.
Because now I have it on the just below the Wall of Fame, but then the hinge should be on the other side, because it has two nice sides with some kind of decoration and two sides without. So I can't really flip it around either, because then it would just look sad, like if it's facing the corner, like it's done something bad. But yeah, it works. It works. Yeah, so now I have a place to keep all my charged batteries.
Yeah, no, it's a good video. Both of your videos are good. I'd say they were a couple of days ago now when I saw them, so memories fading.
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed them at the time.
Same here. I should almost rewatch it to know what I'm talking about. I really enjoyed the droid video, and of course, it always has the possibility of adding stuff to it. And of course, I proposed some amendments, if you can call it that. But then I got instantly envious because you showed me that Makita battery charger, battery holder thing, but also you could use it as a power bank. And of course, Bosch has the same identical thing, except it don't have the USB or the power converter in it. It just has the battery charging, and that feels a bit lame now. And I know you could put so much more into it.
Yeah, that one is from China, and I think they have versions for all the brands, and 110 or 230 volts AC. It's only like 300 watts, so you can't run a welder or something like that on it. But I mean, it's good to have as a security. If the power goes out, I can charge my phones for days with that thing.
Yeah, because that's what you need. I mean, screw heating, making food, or anything. I need to charge my phone.
I mean, for the heating system to work properly, I would need a 3-phase power bank, and now we're getting pricey here. Now we're talking a small car instead. So, yeah.
That's the thing, though. I mean, the wife just got an electric car, and I haven't dug into it if it actually have that function as well as it can deliver and function as a big battery. I'm not sure if the car needs to prepare for that, or if it's the wall charger that handles that you can do it with all electric cars as long as the wall charging unit is hooked up in that way that it can actually drain the battery. Because with my wife's car I could probably charge my phone indefinitely.
A lot. Yeah, I think it's both have to be built for vehicle to home. I think and then it's the vehicle to grid as well. Then you have to have it communicating as well and talking to the grid operation, and that's a whole different thing. If you want to sell power from your car, that is a bit much.
I just want it for my own personal use, basically powering the workshop if anything is down. Because, I mean, when the apocalypse comes, you need your workshop operating. So I might have a look at her car, and if she asks questions, I've just seen a video of a KJ. So this is perfectly safe. You just need this battery welding machine for £20, and
Do you not have a backup generator in your workshops?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh. Just me then.
I mean, it's on my wish list, and now some generators, the sine inverters that are like decent for more delicate electronics, they are obtainable. But if you want them in the size range where you can run a welder or the washing, drying, and so, then you just takes it up that notch. It makes it suddenly a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But I would like to have one, so that I can weld my wife's car into a Mad Max creation when shit hits the fan. And of course, what everyone can take of this discussion talking about my wife's car, guess where mine's at still. So, yeah.
Just imagine that Mad Max running the in the electric car. It's a really big scene, and everything just runs out of electricity all of a sudden.
Yeah, all you can hear is just like this very small high pitch.
Yeah.
Then everyone just takes a break and rolls out the solar panels, and then they start charging for 6 hours, and then the hunt is on again. It's a bit more mellow wasteland.
But I mean, it's like
softer vibe.
I love the concept, though. I mean, you have a movie series about like it's a wasteland, all the resources have been spent, and they're scarce. And yep, we drive cars with V12s, V8s, double V8s, trucks, whatnot. The most fuel hungry creations.
Yeah. They should all be doing Priuses.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The film loses its appeal instantly, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing I'm looking forward to when AI has gotten to that point when I can say, make me a remake of the Mad Max series, but make it energy realistic.
But I mean, it wouldn't be the same. I mean, I'm generally not a car guy, but I really love the Mad Max series, and I mean, I don't know how much part it is, but it is a huge part, the design of the vehicles and the yeah.
But I mean, you could weld like a barbecue and bull horns and whatnot to a Prius as well. I don't think it's. I mean, you could make a electric car look just as doomsday, I think. And I mean, if you put a flamethrower on anything, it's instantly cool.
Instead of the barbecue on the front, you can have a George Foreman grill or something, or air fryer.
air fryer.
The George Foreman grill felt a little bit more scary, at least. It's like it's gonna squeeze you, but the air fryer is just, what are you gonna do with this? It's a human-sized air fryer.
Air fryer and a smoothie maker or something.
Use him. Yeah.
I'm liking the friendlier version of Mad Max. I mean, if it really happened like that, they'd probably all just got on. They sat around drinking juice, waiting for the cars to charge. They'd probably just all make friends. It'd all be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like back to, was it World War One, where like, all right, but we have afternoon tea, so we'll have an hour break, and that we'll continue fighting later. Now it's tea.
That was the Christmas Day football match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of know that because was it Paul McCartney who did a song about it in the video? Yeah. That's where I get all my information from. Music
Paul
videos.
Only Paul McCartney. That's
Yeah.
a bit skewed view on reality, perhaps, but I mean, it's not bad. Interesting, I would say. Could definitely be worse. There are worse musicians to have
I
your
was going to
entire
say that
world.
it might be a bit amputated, but I'm not sure. Is it too soon? Too soon? Oh, no. So did we leave the May 4th? No? Should I talk about epoxy? Do you really want me to talk about epoxy?
Go for it. Tell us about your epoxy experience
Do
so
you
far.
need to talk more about the epoxy? Do you need to get it off your
I
chest?
hate epoxy.
And why do you hate it?
I mean, it looks so easy online. You mix it and pour it, and voila, you have whatever you want encapsulated in resin. But no, it's a bitch, actually, to work with. Probably it would have helped if I read the instructions, but I do think I was
Perhaps.
almost on point with the hardener. But of course, when you add the color and I mean the percentages, I mean how hard can it be? Not hard at all. It seems like if you're not using enough hardener. So
You weighed the two ingredients out though, didn't you?
yeah,
Did you
and
mix them properly?
that might also be a factor to it. And I did not use the mixing cup because that is based on volume, and I just did it by weight, just assuming that both the epoxy and the hardener have the same density. It might even not have, and I don't know how sensitive it is, like going some percentages over or under. But no matter where that limit is, I crossed it with the first layer, and then I read somewhere that you can save it by pouring a new layer over. But then the question is, should that layer have then more hardener in it than? But of course, I made sure that the second pour, which is the glossy one, to make sure I did that right, and that's set. But of course, when I started hand painting the frame in between, it started seeping up some goop between the seam, between the epoxy and the wood. So, and of course that mixed with the acrylic paint, which never dries. So, but I mean, it looks good from a distance if you don't touch it. But yeah, it's still it has some running lines. But at some point, it should either cure or it should just run out. So we'll see what happened first. But it was a learning experience, and my main takeaway is I'll never work with epoxy again. At
Not
least
until
not
the next time.
this year. Yeah, until the next time.
I mean, now that you say it, just to have it bleeding out, just hanging half of it outside the frame, that would be cool as well. Not what you were going for, perhaps, but
Yeah, but it's not enough to give that Salvador Dali experience where the clock is just drooping over the table. We're not quite there, but yeah.
I don't know. I think KJ's on something. I think that would look really cool. Have you hung it vertically yet?
Yeah, I have, and that.
Is it
Of
leaking?
course, as long as it was laying horizontally on my table, it was just some small droplets peeking up. But they are viscous enough that when you put it on the wall, they make like they're slowly starting to work their way downwards, like slow moving snails. So
Epoxy's a swine. And when I was doing that chestnut slab with it, you get the tiniest little pinprick, and you put a big blob of epoxy on it, and it doesn't seem to do anything. You look away, and it's all just seeped through and come out the bottom instantly.
Yeah, it's like making porridge. Nothing happens, and then you turn away, and it boils over and spills over your entire kitchen. Yeah.
I feel like I will never I mean, both of your experiences have taught me that I should stay clear of it. So yeah, I'm sticking to just 5 minute like glue epoxy and UV resin. That's nice as well because that's simple to work with. But mixing a big cup and trying to pour thick, no, that's not gonna happen.
I think it definitely has its uses. So
yeah, but I mean, you need skill as well to know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah,
and it's expensive, and I don't like expensive.
and that's the thing though. You need skill, you need patience, and you need money, and I have neither of those. So
same, or I don't want to spend either of those.
No, because as I mentioned, I think it was the last episode, I went for the cheap epoxy because the proper pouring kind, it was too expensive, and then of course I ended up having to buy 2 batches of the cheap kind, which basically just if I bought the proper one, then it might have gone better. But I was lucky because I have seen online where people use like a flame torch to get the air bubbles out and to smoothen out the surface. And I did that. And then somebody just like, yeah, but some of these epoxy mixtures are highly flammable. I didn't read on the label, so I just assumed that worked on all of them. But yeah,
I've never heard of that.
No.
A heat gun works equally as well as the blowtorch as well, by the way.
Yeah.
But isn't that a bit aggressive?
And on its low setting.
Yeah.
Low settings, that's for
what?
weak people.
Yours have low setting? Yeah. No, but it is nice to be done after 3 years. It's hilarious to realize I made the design 3 years ago, and then I ran it through the CNC once I got that, and it's been sitting at the foot end of my electronics work table up until now. So I've tried to start this project before every May 4th for the last couple of years, but never got around to it. So it's nice getting it done. But I do like the design so much that, of course, I wanted to hand paint the frame gray to give it like the brushed stainless steel feel. But at some point, I will deliver the design to one of those cutting companies that cuts it out in metal and put some acrylic glass in once I have my claws on a laser. The only thing is the epoxy pour in the middle, which is like the sunset. I use different colors and pouring it in layers to get the gradient, and you really don't get. I don't think you get gradient acrylic in those colors, at least not until a reasonable price. So
yeah,
I'll think about it. But it would be cool to have like a metal frame sign with some LED lights behind, so it could actually work as a proper sign. But
you could get some glass paint though, couldn't you, and recreate it that way?
yeah, but that's like epoxy all over again. Like paint, come on! It's like
paint is.
Is it the right kind? Should it be mixed? Does it droop? Yeah, no.
Does it droop?
Isn't that the right word? Drooping? Yeah.
I mean, it's a word.
Yeah.
You know what he means.
That's
it sounds like you need a sponsorship from Send Cut Send or some place like that. That does that kind of work.
There is one company that does a lot of ads on Instagram. I'm not going to name drop them because we're not giving away free ad spots here. Just glossing over the fact that I don't remember their name. But there is also a company close by to me who does the exact same thing, but I'm not sure if they do like small projects for private persons, so I'm kind of guessing they're expensive, but you'll never know before you ask, so we'll see.
Sounds like they need an ambassador to reach out and show what they can do and open a new market for them.
Yeah, exactly. With my now 4,049 followers, subscribers on YouTube, I'm one up. That's nice.
You did make it to 50 for a short time, didn't you?
Yeah, but then the bastard left. I don't know who you are, but I'm on to you. But on to another thing. I'm making a coffee box now. Next, I saw Phil's video. Is doing very good. And
Yeah.
understandably, it's a very good video. I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice. So
Yeah, he's unnecessarily good at photography. I mean, the getting nice video out of
Yeah.
out of a workshop like that. I feel
yeah, and
inadequate.
the perfect combination with the humor. I mean, with the voiceover and yeah, no, it's a real delight to see that video. So yeah, I'm gonna make a coffee box next, and I was thinking like low key, was I not gonna say anything and then just replicate his entire video, doing the exact same thing, the same voiceover, just in my workshop with my design, and just not say anything, post it, and then wait a minute, that seems awfully familiar.
I mean, I was thinking about you a lot of the time when I saw it because it felt like a Haavard project in a way. Making coffee in the woods. It felt like could be you.
I thought it was a really good video. We're talking about Phil makes things video here, but I was just a little bit sad that the box didn't hold water as well. It just felt like the whole thing should be in the case. I thought it was great.
I had the exact same thought, and
Yeah.
giving like it had this space program vibe. The water should come in like this vacuum sealed plastic bags or something, so you had like a rationed water or something.
Yeah, or a little mini jerry can or something like that.
Yeah.
We just pour a liter into the box and close the lid.
Yeah. Just, like you said at the end of the video, just take a flask.
Yeah, I'm too practical for that kind of thing.
That's the thing, though. I'm guessing also where in his neck of the woods, it's the same as here. I mean, you don't bring drinking water into the woods or on the mountains. I mean, it's drinkable creeks and water everywhere. So,
especially when you boil it.
Yeah.
It looked on his video, it looked like he'd driven to Wales, to be fair, from Bristol to Wales.
It looked really nice.
Yeah.
It looked like home for me.
Yeah. Live in Wales.
I've never been, so I don't know. I think.
I've only been once, and that was only for 15 minutes.
Does that really count?
I don't think it does. Used to have an uncle that ran all the children's entertainment for Butlins, the holiday camp things here. And my brother was delivering some scenery to one of these Butlins in Wales, and I went along for the ride one day. So we literally went to Wales to this Butlins, dropped the scenery off, stopped for 15 minutes, had a coffee, and then came back again. So that's my experience so far. Yeah. But my girls have been twice. They like it there.
But I don't bring you.
No.
I know the word, but I'm kind of feeling it means something different. I mean, dropping off the scenery. I mean, is it like a set builder for a stage?
Yes.
Something. So that's what you dropped off.
Yes. Yeah.
It was. So it's not like he's bringing like bushes and so on to put around in the back. Like now we're having a camp.
No, like
we need some shrubbery.
A wooden painted set. This was years ago now. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool, because that was what I thought, and it turns out it's correct. That's
it's nice to be correct for once.
That's 1 point to me.
Yeah, no, my uncle was an actor, only walk-on scenes. He'd been in a lot of the soap operas here, and then went on to have his own business, say running the kids' entertainment at Butlins. So yeah.
Yeah, I found my dream job here the other day, and it makes me sad. And it's a bit paradoxical, because we took the kids to the Munch Museum, which is a famous Norwegian artist, and they built a museum, and they have a lot of exhibitions and also things for kids where you can come and actually make your own art, and you actually get to see behind the scenes. So of course they ran us through the all the crooks and nannies and the back doors through their workshop, and of course it's the same people, and they're kind of interconnected. It's the same people who actually work like in the workshop for the National Theatre and the opera and so on, and seeing that workshop, all that tools, and their job is just they're getting paid to do what we do. Of course, the only backside is that it is maybe not the best paid work, but still decent. But of course, the working hours is you have to get into Oslo, which is a pain in the ass, and you have to be there. But you also have to be like following all the what you call it, all the shows, both in daytime and evening time, because if something breaks or you have to arrange for something, so it's the working times is not very much in line with being having small kids. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
And then
just
you have
I
to
just
find,
saw my dream job, but I realized I'm not in that place in life now that I could work there even if I wanted to.
but you could be later. But I mean, you need to find someone with a nice artistic eye that whose vision you want to bring to life. Because if there's some boring person in charge, then you just have to build boring stuff all the time. But it's something interesting, then you can build really cool stuff.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for something. I mean, the grand, the new Phantom of the Opera, the something like Phantom of the Recorder or something like that. I mean, at some point, it's going to be a match made in heaven, and then I'm ready. So
Yeah, I mean, get one of those half masks and have it ready when for one of the recorded videos, having you sit playing that. And
I think you just set up your own theatre show, Haavard. One man and his recorder or whatever.
that sounds like a Finnish TV low-key TV production. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. As long as you make it somewhere.
The lonely man on his recorder. Yeah. That's all right. We nailed the title for this episode. Yeah,
there's a euphemism there somewhere.
Yeah. But that being said, though, if I ever were to get the Hellcorder to that point where it could actually play the intro for Phantom of the Opera, then that would be peak making, peak music, peak anything. I mean, that's one of the few music pieces that makes the hair rise on my arms every time. It's
Yeah, it's a bit weird that way, actually.
Yeah,
it shouldn't work that well. There's something going on there.
Yeah. So, moving on. How about you, Glenn? Have you been building anything? I mean,
you were going to ask.
Yeah, we're stretching it out here, but now we have to let him talk about the deck and the pergola and the garden. So, yeah.
Why don't you want me to talk about the deck cover?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to get my deck fixed somehow because it's not happening in my yard.
Yeah, mine's done. No, I got home from work on Friday about 2ish in the afternoon and started on the deck. And by Saturday evening, me and Michelle got it finished. And that was with me going to work on Saturday till 2 me going to work on Saturday until 2 as well. So yeah, that's done.
Nice.
And then we've gone to making some new, altering the flower beds with sleepers and things and building some new steps. And yeah, that's done now as well. So I'm knackered because I've been putting in some 14, 15 hour days just lately.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, but it's all looking good. I've just got a bit of tidying up to do and about 4 barrow loads of soil to find a home for. It's actually a little bit behind schedule. So I went to work on Saturday, and when I work on a Saturday, it's for a little preschool nursery. And I go to it on a Saturday because it's so much easier working there without the children there.
Ah, yeah, of course.
And when I spoke to them on the phone last week and said I was going, they said, "Oh, there's just a couple of bags of bark. Would you mind spreading that around while you're here?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." And when I got to the nursery on Saturday morning, it was 2 very, very large bulk bags of bark in their front car park, which was about 70 meters away from where it wanted spreading.
Yeah, bag is not really an ISO standard size.
No. Yeah, 17 barrel loads per bag. 3 hours later.
But I was kind of thinking I would have done it when the kids are there. I mean, you want to help? It's a tenner if you can make this bag just be over there.
It's hilarious. The first time I went when the kids were there, and you can't be in the same area as them, to be honest, unless you've been checked out, basically, which is understandable. But there's only a very short wire fence or a little picket fence ever keeping you away from them. And the kids just come up to the fence the whole time. What are you doing, mister? What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Throwing shovels and balls at
Throwing
you.
little dinosaurs at me. It's like that. Yeah, there's one area that they can't get to, and they always throw loads of toys over there. And when they realised I was passing them all back over, that was just a game there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You screwed yourself there. I mean, yeah, you never throw anything back. And of course, the higher the fence, the more interested they are. So yeah, I mean, if it weren't a fence there and you were just going there doing boring things, they wouldn't leave you alone. But of course, there's a new individual here, and it has tools that goes rah 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 rah. That means, of course, yeah, kids will flock.
Worry about starting up those noisy tools just in case you make one of them cry. They don't like the noise. Anyway, it's much easier going to a nursery when the kids aren't there, I can assure you.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering why you were working Saturdays, but that makes total sense.
Yeah, I only do it once a month. It's not too bad. It's normally only for a couple of hours, I say, but this one was 3 hours extra, and I felt like the whole weekend I've been 3 hours behind the whole time. If I just got 3 hours more that day, I could have finished that particular part of it before. So yeah, but it's good. It's all done almost. A couple of days fettling, and we're finished with the garden now for a while. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Please, Michelle, don't make me do any more in the garden. But she's been getting on at me to say. She says I'm making it sound like I'm doing all the work, and she has been pulling her weight. She has been working very hard herself. I mean, not as hard as me, but she's still been doing pretty well.
Oh, I'm sensing another project.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that was just a little misdemeanor, wasn't it? It's only a small thing I have to build now.
Yeah, I mean, it's what is it? Is it a week? It's a week and a half until you get the visitors. I mean, the garden needs to be spotless.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm guessing you're gonna get pushed hard for the next week to have everything spit shine or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I mean, and my garden is perfect, so I will judge you harshly on everything.
I think you have a habit of when you visit places taking lots of photographs and video footage there. So.
It has been known to happen. Yes.
Yeah, no, it will be done. I don't need driving to get it done. I want it done myself now. But it's I say it's hopefully gone down a gear. It's just a little bit of fettling, some slabs on the steps, tidy up the soil, maybe a few bags of gravel, regular size bag, not bulk bags, and we're done. And hopefully that's it until autumn before we do the next sort of phase in the garden. I'd quite like to reclaim my workshop. It's absolutely full of tools where I keep taking things outside and then bringing them back in and just popping them on the bench.
Yeah.
And not putting anything away. It's absolutely it's horrendous in there at the moment.
Yeah, you don't really like to have a messy workshop, do you?
No, I don't. No, I will. I often tidy up if I'm doing a YouTube video and stuff. I will have a tidy up 3 or 4 times in between filming and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's when you get to that stage where you can't find things easily because they're not in their place or they're under sawdust or whatever. I don't like that stage.
Yeah. I need to do gardening work as well, and I'm thinking I have a project now that I can use to as an incentive to get shit done, because I'm gonna move the heating cable table into our garden. What did we call it again? The annex. Yeah, call it an
It's
annex.
garden room.
Garden room. Yeah. But I need to make the tabletop detachable from the legs, so I'm gonna make. I bought a switch for the cable, but I'm gonna make a quick connection as well, and then we're gonna move it out there, and I'm gonna do the next installment of Behind the Mistakes Cooking Show edition. So I'm gonna make the video where I try to make eggs on it. But then the garden and of course the outdoor room thing, it needs to be a bit cleaner, and the deck needs to be in order. So yeah, I'm going to move the table into my workshop. So that is a project that I now need to do before anything else. And to film the video, which is always a priority, then I need to have my garden in check. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's funny you're bringing up the heating cable table. Red flows off the tongue, doesn't it? That
heating cable table. Yeah.
Michelle mentioned today that she has a heated mouse mat at work.
Oh yeah.
Which is, quite a decent size. I was just thinking you could have any table as a heating cable table, can't you?
Yeah. I've seen that you can actually get a computer mouse with heating, but then you also have this small space heaters that you can put across your keyboard. So if you're working in a cold room, you can have your hands heated. And I found one that I really wanted, but they've discontinued it, and I'm not sure, but I get the feeling it was a fire hazard, burn
Quite
hazard,
possibly, yeah.
whatever. But I mean that is not new.
Probably melted acrylic nails or something like that when you're typing.
Something like that, yeah. No, so that's the plan. I need to. I feel so behind. I was ahead before Easter, and now just watching the grass grow. And of course, we try to mitigate it by saying maybe we should not mow the lawn in this area to help the birds and the bees. So maybe we should just put down some extra flower seeds and call that a meadow. So we're grasping at straws here, literally.
That's been a whole thing here. I've heard people talk about a no-mow May.
Yeah.
And May seems to be like the worst time not to mow your lawns because they grow so quickly here, especially in May. I mean, it would be like doing a crop harvest. You need a combine harvester to get the lawn down afterwards.
Yeah, it's not fun coming back to that.
No, definitely not. Yeah, and then it's yellow for another month, isn't it, before it can green up again?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But the bees are important, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I need to do garden stuff as well, but the thing that's highest on the priority list is just cleaning weeds out. So, I mean, that's not the most fun you can have in a garden.
No.
So that's why it's not prioritized.
It's a little bit easier as a gardener if you can recognise the difference between the weeds and whether they're annuals or perennials. Because the annual ones you can just chop off at the soil surface and they won't come back. Whereas the perennials, the dandelions and things like that, have got those big, long tap roots underneath the soil, which are like basically a battery which energises the plant to regrow again.
Yeah.
But when you know the difference, it makes it a bit quicker.
But I feel all the weeds are that kind where I live, and then of course I think it was last year, or maybe the biannual. No, the perpetual,
the perennial ones,
growing thingamabob. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife got one of these. It looks like a walking cane with like a grabbing thing at the end, so you just use it to like pick up dandelions and so on. And then of course the root is just as long as the plant, and if you just, as much as the tip of that root is left, it's going to grow back up again. So that tool is just a waste of time. I mean, you're just, I mean, it feels good to just perfectly just pop it up and like throw it in a bucket and like die bastard. But I mean, it's gonna grow up faster than you can get it to the skip. So yeah. But I made amends with the dandelions. I think they're beautiful plants. Yellow is a nice color, I guess. So yeah.
You can always use them as a salad crop as well. That's what they used to be used for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are. I mean, the entire plant is edible. So, but I'm
Tastes
not
like
sure
shit,
if that is the same as tasteful. So,
Yeah.
or tasty,
Yeah.
tasteful. But, yeah. All right, that was the roundup. Got that one in there. Of this week's gardening session. You're welcome. Should we? Yeah, we should end it there. I mean, there's no coming back from this. It's like weeds, except not. It's like.
Are you saying that we are like weeds?
Yeah.
We just keep coming back. No one wants us.
Airweeds. Yeah, like
Some
every
people
week.
tolerate us.
Yeah, every week there's a new episode. And then once you think it's a week until next time, oh, there's the half pint. So yeah.
Yeah, really selling.
Welcome, head on over to the half pint.
Where we're going to talk about office work. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Are we?
No. Well, you can. You can for me, I don't mind.
So you're talking about meetings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Meetings.